yeah, not commentary going on. Okay, this is gonna be a really hard commentary to do. And this commentary's been requested by GigaFan119. Okay, he requested me to do a commentary on one of his 3DS idea videos. Either version 1, 2, or 3. I picked number 3 because it's basically the same repeat of the other 2. He's repeating the same mistakes and things like that. Also, I find that video a little bit, I know if he's trying to make it exciting, but he did a poor job at it. So without further ado, let's get on with this commentary.
Okay, so soon became 2 weeks. So what? Hey everyone, it's GigaFan119, and the video you've all been waiting for, or probably not, is finally here. And that video is my top 10 Nintendo 3DS remake ideas, the 3rd version.
Okay, here's a tip for you when you want to make any lists like this and try to make it a little entertaining. I know you're using the old version of Movie Maker, not this one that I have right now. I swear my Movie Maker never worked with me. But if you want to make it, like, very interesting for the viewer, you should at least pick a different background to work with your thing. Not, just plain blue. That's like the default color, isn't it? Well, pick, like, different type of backgrounds, like exciting backgrounds, to, lighten up the mood in your, list. Like, for me, I always use, like, my own backgrounds I've made here. Here's one here's the 2 I recently made. Here's the one for the Chenana1 updates, which I made different color versions of it. And whenever I want to use all of them at once, I use the Fade 2 animation to make it look like as if it's doing the hue effect. And the list goes on. Try to at least, like, broaden a little bit with your, try to, like, make your list a bit more exciting. Also, don't always use the same type of text. You can always use different fonts. Like, with me, I have a Kingdom Hearts font that I downloaded. There's a Mario one, and the list goes on. These fonts are actually free to download. I can even, if you want these fonts, I'll feel totally free to send you the link in a PM or even list them in my description box. That's up to you anyway. My point is, you need to, whenever you make a list like this, it is the best, if you want to get someone's attention, especially your viewers, you should make it a little bit more exciting. Also, bring life into this list. And also bring life into your voice, like make it sound a little bit entertaining and exciting. And also add music, please. Music is also a good thing too. I always add music whenever I do certain things, especially my vlogs, to make it my vlogs entertaining. Really? That's not that hard to do.
Now, I know I could have done this a lot sooner, but I just wasn't in the mood to making videos. That's my only excuse, but yeah.
That I can relate to. You know what these those days when you just like you're in the mood to go outside, but then in the next day you're just not in the mood to go outside, even if it's a very perfect day. There's also the time when you wanted to go out in the rain and dance around like an idiot, and but then next day, when it's raining again, you're like, I want to go inside! And you ran as fast as you can back into your house. I have one of those days. There's one time I'm not in the mood to go outside, and then there's another time when I'm actually in the mood of actually going outside. It's just how your mind's wired. Sometimes you're in the mood to do one thing, but the next time you're not in the mood to do the same thing. It just depends. We human beings are really weird, aren't we?
The 3rd version is finally here. Now, here's something I want you guys to know. these are my opinions, and these aren't facts, so please do me a favor and respect them, and don't get mad if a game you want to see remade isn't on this list. I'm trying to make this brief because I just want to get to the list. I've been waiting to do this for a while. I was actually looking forward to doing this. So, let's get on with this list. Let's start at number 10 now. What? The Blaze Blue series isn't on the number 1 position? It's at the 10th position? How could you? Why could you? That is very easy to answer. It's because I don't know much about Blaze Blue. But yeah, the series does look cool. I would like to see both of the games remade for the Nintendo 3DS. I really don't know much about the series, so let's just move on.
Very bad idea. Okay, here's what's wrong with this picture. Okay, you don't really know much about the Blaze Blue series, but yeah, you put them in the list, and you don't really have a legit reasons on why you want them to be remade for the 3DS. All your thing says was, it looks cool, and you would like to. What if it does become a 3DS, and then you start playing it, and you're like, now I hate it! What if that happens? It's best to do your research about the games you actually wanted to see remade for the 3DS before you make the list. For example, I didn't know anything about the American McGee's Alice when the first time I watched the Alice Madness Returns trailers. And by the way, one of those trailers are disgusting. But I love it at the same time. I must be watching too much of 1,000 Ways to Die. But my point is, I did some research. I looked up people who do Let's Plays of the American McGee's Alice, and then what do you know? I found a couple of people. One of them, in fact, since the American McGee's Alice is a computer game, they made it so that it's a first-person shooter-like style. But yeah, it gave me the craze because it's creepy looking! I really don't like first-person shooters or anything like that, so the first-person style, so never gonna happen with me playing those type of games. I like the third-person viewing games. You know what I'm saying? The thing that you can actually see your character and what's going on with your character. Please. But my point is, I actually did some research. I actually watched through the person's playthrough, and now I understand how the game works. So now I'm looking forward to the Alice Madness Returns. Okay, why am I saying midnight? I meant madness. I cannot wait. And I want it for the PS3. Yeah, I even did my research. Was going to be released on June 14th of this year, and it's going to be for both the Xbox 360, the PS3, and even the computer, which is the PC. Nothing for the Wii, and I don't think the Wii needs to. Yeah, I don't think the Wii should even have the game to begin with. So, yeah, good thing for the Wii. But yeah, my point is, when you if you you don't really know much about Blaze Blue, you could always ask your friends. Or look through, I am sure somebody did a playthrough, like a Let's Play of that, on one of those games. It's best to do your research before you make a list. So to give a legit reasons of why you want them to be remade for the 3DS. I noticed this in the other 2 versions you have. You don't give out great reasons. Always do your research before you make a list like this. That way you won't look like as if you're making this list and somehow it happens, and then you will feel disappointed on actually putting it on the list. I'm just staying here.
Now let's go to number 9, which is Lunar Silver Star Story Complete. Try saying that 9 times fast.
Lunar Silver Star Story Complete. Lunar Silver Star something complete. I just lost my point. Let's move on.
The game, it looks pretty unique. I would like to see a remake for the Nintendo 3DS, as they could dump the sprites that were in the original, and they could use 3D models for the game. I would find that pretty cool. Now, even if they made this game, even if they remade this game for the Nintendo 3DS, I don't think I could get it either way, because despite being from a system I don't have, this game is also M-rated, and I'm not really a big fan of M-rated games.
Okay, I'm not trying to be rude here. I am trying so hard not to be rude here, but it's becoming a lot duller. Again, like I've said in the beginning of this video, if you want your list to become alive, please make it really interesting, like put music in it. And you know what? For the rest of this video, we're gonna play some music. How about we play, let's do random. Let's pick a random song from my list. And let's see, what do I want to play in this list? La 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 la, I'm picking. What song should I play in the thing? Na 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 na. Let's play Trapped.
But for number 8, it's definitely Persona 4. Probably the only Persona I'm interested in. The game looks pretty cool, but I don't think I could get it even if they did remake it for the Nintendo 3DS, because to be truthful, it's an M-rated game. I'm not exactly a big fan of M-rated games, just so you know. 7 is a lucky number. Now, this is a game I do want to be remade for the Nintendo 3DS. It's another Final Fantasy game, but it's not Final Fantasy 7. I think it's something even more famous than that. Something less famous than Final Fantasy 7. Stop talking, you idiot. Let's just get to the game. Get on with it. Yeah, get on with it. Get on with it. Okay, it's Final Fantasy 5. Jeez.
Take note here. If you want to make something like this with your voice, with the whole get on with it, yeah, get on with it thing, you could always use Audacity. Again, like I have said time and time again in some of my commentaries, Audacity is free and easy to use. You could always look up the tutorials that everyone makes on YouTube. I even looked it up on how to do the demon voice and even the echoes. See? Not that hard to do.
Yeah, I would like to see this game remade. Kinda like the Nintendo DS remakes of past Final Fantasy games. It actually has 3D models instead of 2D sprites. I would also like them to add new gameplay mechanics into the game, and maybe an extra dungeon or two. And also, if they do give X-Death a voice actor in a remake for Final Fantasy V, I would like it to be the voice actor he had in this day of Final Fantasy.
Could you please elaborate on that? I really don't know much about the newer Final Fantasy games already. So please elaborate who the heck you're talking about. What voice actor? And things like that. Man, you need to do your research. Research is a good thing. It won't leave you behind to bite the dust.
Now let's do number 6. I kinda think this one is the sleeper on the list, but that's because this game is only in Japan. Heck, I don't think many people have even heard of this franchise unless they're otakus. But for number 6, it's definitely Keroro Gunso Maro Battle Royale Z. Sorry I said that slowly, it's just, that's a long name.
I agree. Sheesh! That is a long name. What's up with video games? With some video games with long names.
Keroro Gunso, otherwise known as Sergeant Frog in America, is probably one of my favorite anime/video games in existence. I really like Keroro. So I would like this game to come out in America, and I don't care if they remake it for the Nintendo 3DS or not. I just want this game out in America. I want this game out in America more, but that's for another top 10. Now let's do number 5, which is Sonic 3D Blast. When they remake it, they could probably call it Sonic 3DS Blast. I really liked this game. I thought this game looked pretty cool. I mean, it would be perfect remade for the Nintendo 3DS. It's the quintessential Nintendo 3DS remake. So why is it at number 5? Well, because I like the next 4 games much better. Also, call me a jerk for saying this, but maybe if Sega does make Sonic 3DS Blast, they could use a 3D model of the modern Sonic instead of the chubby Sonic from back then.
That's the most likely that's going to happen if Sega makes a remake for the 3D Blast for the 3DS. That's most likely going to happen. I mean, let's think about this. Sega did promise to make a 2D game of these Sonic games, right? But they gave us something very similar to it, but still has a 3D effect to it for the Sonic 4. It looks really interesting, and I actually really wanted that game. But sadly, I do not have any weak points. I need weak points!
We're at number 4 already? Jeez, this list goes fast. My second version of the top 3DS My second version of top 10 3DS remake ideas didn't go this fast. Jeez Louise. I should stop talking. Anyway, for number 4, it's kind of a tie. And, these are kinda the same game. But for number 4, it's Spore and Spore Creepy and Cute. Now, I like making my own things. Making my own buildings is one thing. Making my own mall is another thing. Making my own underwater city is another thing. Making my own city on a moon or asteroid is another thing. Making my own stage is another thing. But making an entire new species? That's just something that only Spore could do. Of course there's Legos, but you could make your own aliens in Spore. That's the reason why Spore is awesome. It would be perfect for the Nintendo 3DS, because I would love to make aliens. Also, I didn't really play this, but I would also like Spore Creepy and Cute to be remade for the Nintendo 3DS, because I would like to make creepy aliens and cute aliens. Alert! Alert! We are at number 3. Number 3's identity.
Ow! Ear rape! Okay, you did the same thing with the other 2 versions, right? The alert. If you want to make your voice sound like a robot, again, use Audacity. I am a robot, and I approve this message. Ha 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 ha. I sound retarded, but yet this is very cool. See? Not that hard.
A do 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 a do 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 do. Oh, sorry. I was busy singing, but yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns would be perfectly. Donkey Kong Country Returns would be perfect remade for the Nintendo 3DS. What else do I have to say? Ow, my neck. I'm sorry about that, guys. This is probably a subject you are interested in. You're interested in number 2. Metroid Fusion. This would be the perfect opportunity for me to play Metroid Fusion. Sure, I could play the original, but it would be good to see it remade with 3D graphics and remade with revamped music. Besides, this is the only Metroid I'm actually interested in. Because the Metroid Fusion is a shooter game, but other games are just shooter games. And whenever I see a failed game that's either a shooter or has blood or zombies or is T-rated, besides Super Smash Bros. Brawl, or is M-rated, blah blah blah. Oh, besides Persona 4, that's also M-rated. Do you know what I personally think when I see a failed game like that?
Alright guys, warning! Turn down your volume! Or else your ears are gonna get ripped! Permanently!
Boring!
Okay, you can put your volume back up now. I'm still laughing at the fact that even you recognize it's an ear rape. You know, if you want to fix something like this, when you know you're going to do the boring sound, you could always either A, move away from your computer and the recording device you're having, so that way it won't sound like as if you're actually yelling right at the mic, or you can use like Audacity and, well, turn down its volume. It's not that hard to do. Honestly, it isn't.
Okay, sorry about that, but yeah. Whenever I see a failed game that's kind of like either M-rated, T-rated, has zombies, has blood, or has shooting involved, I instantly think that game is boring because that game is for adults, not kids. The failed games I'm most interested in are the E-rated games. And take a look at Metroid Fusion. It's rated E. Plus, this is the most current Metroid game, as long as story is concerned. Metroid Other M was a prequel to this game, which makes me want to experience it even more. Sure, I could play it on the Game Boy Advance, but I would like to see it with revamped graphics and revamped music on the Nintendo 3DS. I don't know, what do you guys think? Hold the phone! Stop the presses! We're finally at number 1! Let's start the party! Okay, maybe when the fail's over. Well, I'm going to cheat at number 1. Yeah, I know, cheating in number 1. You must be evil, you must be crazy, yada yada yada. I did the same thing in the second version of the top 10 3DS remake ideas, blah blah blah. When you see what is at the number 1 position, you'll see why I want this game. No, these games remade for the 3DS. All the games that were on the Virtual Boy. Is there really anything else to say? Other than to say for the fact that the Virtual Boy looks cool, that the games it had looked cool, that when all the games are remade, they could have less red and more 3D graphics. There really isn't anything else to say. Well, anyway, that's about it for this video. I hope all of you have enjoyed as much as I have. I hope all of you have enjoyed watching this video as much as I have enjoyed making it. Also, I'm going to inform you that sometime in the future, I am going to make a special video. That video is called Stuff I Recommend. It will basically show stuff that I want to recommend to you people. To all my viewers, I mean. But, I'm going to make it only when I'm in a video making mood. So, you may not expect it for a while. It may happen tomorrow. I'm really not sure. Well, anyway, this is GigaFan119. See you later!
Okie dokie, we are done! And time for my train of thought. Okie dokie. The list is pretty good, but here are some the things that you do need to work on. Number one, elaborate a bit more and doing a lot of research. If you don't know much about a certain game, don't be afraid to do some research and even ask your friends about it. I am definitely sure some of your friends may know what the games are, how the games are, and the list goes on. Also, make your list a bit more exciting. In other words, add some music, use different backgrounds, like, don't always use the blue, and also change your fonts every now and then, make it a bit more interesting to catch the viewer. Also, if you want to change your voice to certain situations, like that robot one, and the list goes on, you can always download Audacity. It's totally free, and it's really easy to use. I mean, it'll take some time to get used to, but it's really easy to work with, and also, you can actually record from here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Well, I hope this commentary helps you, and I hope you like the song I chose. If not, it's just a random song I picked, and I love the song Trapped anyway, which is by Dead by April. Now I'm becoming a good fan of it. Now I just need to listen more and more songs by those people. So, without further ado, let's end this video off with this little cute little Japanese commercial for the Sonic Spinball game thing on Game Boy. But it's so cute!
Game Boy Advance.
ソニックとピンボールソニックとピンボール声優ソニック君の負け自分のゲームなのにね
今度のソニックはピンボールソニックピンボールパーティー